Because Fuck You, That's Why is a founding member of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Hello and welcome to BFYTW. Not quite after dark, but it does kind of feel like that.
Yeah.
We've been talking
Still
all
turgid.
we've been talking all sexy with our buddy.
Things got dirty really quick.
With our buddy and special guest Crunchy.
Evening all.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
Hey buddy.
So stone hands are now a thing.
Yes.
Stony hands.
So we
Skeletor hands has to be my new D&D character, I think.
yeah. So we've invited Crunchy back to beg him to make Britain reassume control of America.
Yeah. we
This is step
can't.
one of the recolonization.
We need to plead for Britain to take us back after we left 400 years ago.
Oh my God, King George and Hamilton musical was right. We were back.
You were the first Brexit.
The original Brexit.
The original Brexit.
Yes.
Experiment 1.
Yeah.
Huh?
Some say still experiment.
So with that, out there, I'm going to get to our introductory question. I always do a question to introduce everybody, and we'll start with he's a gamer and a storyteller, and he was my youngest friend. Now he's among the youngest. It's Augie.
Hey. What's up, guys?
Augie?
Yeah.
Seriously?
What?
How are you holding up, man?
Fine.
You're good?
Yeah.
All good?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's fine?
Mm-hmm.
No worries.
Not even a little bit.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I was concerned because there has been some fairly momentous events over the past week that might have brought you down, maybe a little bit.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. And, we've all been through bad times. We've all been through trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But we've all gotten past it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and
Now we're going to go through
the way
it
we've
again.
gotten past it is by going forward. So as long as we keep going forward, we keep hanging in there,
True.
things will turn out.
True
Okay.
that. True that.
Good words, sir.
Well, thank you, Augie.
Yeah.
For your relentless upbeatness. It is appreciated. And, of course, there is his buddy, the other half of the dream team, the veteran, the podcaster, and the veteran podcaster. It's Stevie.
What's up?
Yo! Brother man?
What's up, brother?
Hey.
Hey.
Same question, brother.
Doing okay. You know, shit happens.
Shit happens. Shit.
But again,
happens.
like all you said, man.
Yeah.
Like, got to keep going. It's not like I'm gonna stop having fun, living my life, doing shit just because something didn't go my way. You know, like whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm still here to defend the Constitution if it comes down to it. I'll tell you that right now. We'll stick with that.
Attaboy.
just a
I'm
little
just saying.
cheeky reminder, the
I'm just
military
saying.
swore an oath to the Constitution.
Yeah, not to a person.
Yeah.
And everybody
Just an
knows.
FYI out there for anyone.
Well done, sir. And that genuinely put a smile on my face. Thank you, sir. And of course, our long away friend, but never far from our hearts. He is former streamer. Now I'm not sure exactly what he does outside.
All-time handsome
outside
man.
of living his life, loving his wife, and taking care of his dog Bingo. It's Crunchy.
I'm a streamer, a full-time asshole.
That's fair.
Crunchy, I suspect the mood might be different over there. And there's Bingo. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, it shall appear.
Aw.
What a good boy.
Good doggy.
And
Beautiful dog, too.
That bastard knows it as well.
They always do.
I know.
Crunchy, how you been, man?
I'm in a glass case of emotion. I don't know if I can stand this shit. No, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, not even politically related. There's been a couple of things going on recently in my life, and it's, not every day is a blessing, but I'm blessed that I'm still alive to witness it. So you can't say much fairer than that. But the fact that you guys are here to entertain and take our minds off of things, and the fact that I'm able to spend that time with you, this is going to be a little bit cathartic tonight, I feel. So thank you very much.
Happy to help, man.
Yes.
And finally, I am your host, Pantsless Aaron, and I'm not going to spend too long on this.
He's going to spend a long time on this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
It'll be a while.
So yeah, it kind of hit hard, especially as the week before. The week before, I'd gotten invited to a lesbian wedding in 2025, and I was so excited. Mm-hmm. And now there are genuine fears that that won't happen with the new regime moving in and their so-called Project 2025. And there's a lot of fear in the people I know and the people that I talk to on a regular basis. And that has not been fun or easy to deal with. And I know that we all speak from somewhat of a position of privilege, all being white men.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I just wanted to just get it out of my system that I try so hard to be a gentle guy. I'm a big dude. I've accidentally hurt more people than I think most people deliberately hurt. Mm-hmm. Just by walking around a corner and slamming into someone I didn't know was there, and they are on the ground and I'm still standing. It's just the way it is being a big man. So you learn to be gentle in both, physically and emotionally. But the past week has just been marked by being filled with this uncharitable rage. I just see some of the people who are celebrating what has come to pass in the most awful ways I can imagine. Sending black people messages to prepare for their plantation van.
Yeah.
Or young boys who will never attain true manhood going up and down the halls of their school telling girls, your body, my choice.
Yeah, I saw that. That's bad. It's fucking disgusting.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I've just been so angry. But the last couple of days, I've just sort of kind of let that bleed off.
Yeah.
Because you cannot beat hate with hate.
Nope.
You just can't.
Exactly.
The only thing that beats hate is love.
Hells
So
yes.
it might take
Hells
me
yes.
some time, but I'm going to try and learn to forgive and love and hope to God that some of these people come around to being better than they are. Until then, all I can do is fight injustice where I see it,
Right.
If it happens in front of me, oh boy. If somebody says that to a girl in front of me, they're getting the shit beat out of them. I'm just going to jump
As it
on
should be.
Just
Right?
gonna
Yeah.
jump
I
on
mean,
it.
yeah.
And the whole time I'm gonna, as I'm punching them until they stop moving, I'm gonna keep saying, "This isn't from a place of hate; it's from a place of love."
I do this because I love you.
Exactly.
Be
I
better.
love you, but you're a cunt.
I'm trying to save
Yeah.
your soul, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, right. Anyway, enough of the serious shit. Let's have some fun.
With that, back to the laughs.
Yes, I had to get it out of my system. We couldn't just let it go
It was
unmentioned.
It was an elephant in the room, and now it stinks in here. Who lit it? Shit on the floor. Come on, guys. You should have
Now I'm
walked
the
it.
elephant.
I told
Stevie
you
was
to
supposed to
walk
be
it before
watching
we
Dumbo.
started the show, and then you brought it in. And
We lost the peanuts.
yeah. They do
All
love
right.
those peanuts.
They do.
They do.
They do love those
They
peanuts.
do.
Don't know if they're good for them, but they do love them.
So let's get to our games. We're going to start with game one. Game one is called Like, Share, Block. I've got 3 news stories, and all our players have to do is tell me which one of these 3 I would like, which one I would share, and which one I would block on social media. There is only one correct combination. Each player is going to have a chance to make a stab at it. But only one combination is correct. And we're going to start with story number 1, which is cat fails to murder owner despite tripping him, breaking his neck, and lying in his own blood for 14 hours.
What the fuck?
I'm just going to point out these are all British stories. So that's one of the reasons why.
I don't know what you're trying to suggest.
And that's why Crunchy owns a dog.
This is why you've got me on the show, to highlight the fact that British are assholes.
It's
Even
not
the
just
fucking
us.
cats.
Crunchy is just smarter than the average
The
UK
average
person or this person per se.
The average man. I'd
So
say.
this man, his hairless Sphynx cat jumped up and latched onto his leg as he was going down the stairs. He was left with catastrophic injuries, somewhat akin to a car crash.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if you really
Oh,
go
yeah, you
hit a
fall
stair,
hard. Yeah, you can fuck yourself over.
I'm
Stairs
just,
are evil. Ramps, everybody.
I'm gonna
ramps.
see if I can run down the list of injuries.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a fucking...
It's probably a pretty decent sized list.
See if I can find the entire
I
list.
saw-
it
I
was
saw-
kind of hilarious.
As you're finding those injuries, I saw the headline for this, and immediately my head went to Eddie Murphy.
yes. Yes.
We're down now.
He broke 9 ribs,
Oh, my
Ooh.
God.
fractured his spine,
Oh, fuck.
and
good.
cracked his skull, leaving him with a bleed on the brain.
Ooh, yeah, it's not going to be good.
And then he laid on the floor, awake and conscious, but unable to move for 14 hours
Oh, my God.
until his partner came home from work and found him and called emergency services.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Damn.
What's funny is, of everything that happened to him, he said that was the worst. The 14 hours of just being trapped in my own body and being unable to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
that is what terrifies me. When I get a bad hit of weed, that's what I feel
Oh,
like.
God.
Yeah, pain is
You can't
temporary,
move
but
it.
not being able to
That
move, not being
is-
able to control
that
yourself.
is horrifying.
Oh,
That is
that's
absolutely
scary.
horrifying.
That's fucking scary.
In fairness, 14 hours could be the wait for an ambulance in general. So
You know what? That is
that's
also
the worrying
true.
thing about the NHS.
In his case, they did arrive relatively quickly. And here's the best news: he's fine.
Oh, good.
What?
He's actually going to be okay. Like, none of these injuries were permanent.
The spine severing wasn't
It was
permanent?
fractured,
Oh,
not
fractured.
not
Oh, okay.
completely severed.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, it's not okay.
Okay.
But he
Yeah.
was
thinking
paralyzed,
severed. I'm like, holy
and he has to wear a neck brace while he recovers. But that is
Fucking
essentially the worst of it. But I mean, it's true that his cat came very, very close to killing this man.
Now, has his cat been eyeing him suspiciously since then?
Yeah.
What's funny is he mentioned that the cat was there trying to knead his injuries, like at
Oh,
literally
it was
like
trying to help
like
him heal.
literally pawing at his.
He was
like,
trying to help him
Yeah.
heal.
Oh man, if
That's
there
a-
was such a thing,
CPR.
if there was such a thing as a cat feeling guilt, that might have been as close.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
needing to try to comfort.
No, they feel guilt for sure.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I bet you the cat was just
Aw.
cold and was trying to like hug his leg because it was needed warmth.
or he was playing.
Yeah, it's definitely playing.
Until he falls down the stairs again, then we know it's the cat. It's actually
Yeah, then until it happens again.
Crunchy, any thoughts, or do you live in a bungalow?
No, I do live in a house, but thankfully I've got a dog that's big enough that I can realise when he's about to jump on me. And
Can't be
quite
ninja
frankly,
like a cat.
that cat stays a number because as soon as he's getting home, he's turning into fucking cat food. I'm telling you. I do like the fact that he's actually named the cat after a stand-up comedian from many, many moons ago called Eric Morecambe.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure he's laughing about it now.
I did notice that, and I was like, from Morecambe and Wise, really?
That's the one.
Yep. Apparently, but okay. It was an interesting choice, I thought.
Yeah.
But I never thought of Morecambe like trying to kill people. But maybe, I don't know.
Bring me sunshine before you die.
Bloodily at the bottom of your stairs. Let's move on to story number 2. The Great Cheese Heist. Con men steal 50,000 pounds of luxury cheese.
Whoa.
Luxury cheese, like.
That's
Is
a
that
lot
what
of
it's
cheddar.
called? It's a lot of cheddar.
So this was a thoroughly planned and apparently well executed heist. The con men posed as a legitimate wholesale distributor for a major French retailer that the dairy had done business with before.
Okay.
And the cheese was delivered to them before the discovery of the fraudulent identity. Despite the significant financial blow, the dairy has continued to manage to honor its other commitments.
Oh, good.
But the loss is over 300,000 British pounds
Oh my gosh.
worth of cloth pound cheddar.
That's so much cheddar.
Wow. Damn.
It was over 22.
No, Edam.
Yeah.
It was over 22
Damn.
tons, 950 different cheeses
22.
of 3 artisan cheddars, including Hayford Welsh Organic Cheddar, Westcombe Cheddar, and Pitchfork Cheddar.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever had any of those.
Well, no, it's
Now-
hard to find a Welsh person to milk to get that stuff.
Let me highlight how much my wife is a cheese fiend, because I think her DNA is part rat. I told her about these 3 cheeses that got stolen, and literally her first words without a second breath was, "That's good cheddar." Like, fuck, right, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Must be. Gotta try it now. Hopefully not all of it's been stolen.
Frankie's like, I heard he had to order it.
And people asked the people at Neil's Yard Dairy, like, how could you fall? Surely you would know representatives from this retailer, right?
Were they like former workers?
But-
or
According to them, the artisan cheese world is a place where trust is deeply embedded in all transactions.
Oh, wow.
They tend to trust people who say they're from companies that they do business with.
yeah,
So
I can't do that, guys.
I get that, but I would have made a phone call at the very least.
In a perfect world, sure, but
Yeah.
can't just trust somebody's word off the rip
Oh,
like that.
speaking of, guys, I got this cheese supply I need to help get picked up. And I need you to stand by this phone and just say, yes, sir.
I
yes,
got a
ma'am."
whole lot of Gouda I need to get moved.
Well,
I'm from the CIA, the Camembert Intelligence Agency.
I'm from the FBI, the Federal Brie Investigators.
I'm just stoned. I want some cheese.
I'm an entire army of rats.
Well, the good news is that while it's not quite a perfect crime, they've already arrested someone in connection
Oh.
with
Oh,
this
yeah.
heist, and we'll see if the full gang gets arrested.
Did they,
or
like, set up a
whatnot, and they
mousetrap and
recover
catch
the
'em?
cheeses. I
Just
don't
the
know.
game, the little net came down.
You're like the board game mousetrap.
It fails
Like
halfway
it fails
through.
at the end. Like, oh shit, that took us like 10 hours to set up.
Oh man.
Why is this big boot on here?
I don't understand.
Those are a huge cage that only goes like halfway down and gets stuck
Every time.
every fucking time.
That used to be a kids' TV show in the UK in the 90s.
Really?
Mousetrap.
Yeah,
Mousetrap.
they actually made a huge mousetrap in studio.
Oh damn. Did it work?
Yeah,
Well, good.
It had a 50% chance of not working.
That's how you know the board game was made in America. Worked half the time.
All right, are you guys ready for your third and final story?
Yes, sir.
Story number 3: cheating accusations shake up World Conquer Championships. And Conquer spelled Conker. I think it. I don't know if I'm right about this, but for some reason I thought this game was called Conkers, like plural.
Like,
But maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Okay.
yeah, no, it's kind of the same thing. It's basically conquers. It's a batch of conquers.
So
You use one conquer at a time.
so basically,
Fuck is is a conker? He just keeps using the word, and I don't even know what it means.
So a conker is basically a chestnut.
We have nowhere to
A
say that.
chestnut?
Yeah, a
Like
chestnut.
a little...
Yeah.
like a chestnut.
Yeah, little tiny chestnut. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and you
It's
hit,
bad for a day.
you
Yeah, like never heard of Conker's Bad Fur Day?
no,
No?
that's not remotely related.
Oh.
No, a chestnut. And
I tried.
You hit other chestnuts with that chestnut. That's the whole game.
Like marbles?
I guess.
Oh, with
I don't-
chestnuts.
I have no fucking clue.
So what they do is they drill a hole in the middle of the chestnut, put a string that they tie it on, and basically your opponent holds their chestnut right in front of them. And what you've got to do is try and fling your chestnut at their chestnut to try and break their chestnut. And the first person whose chestnut breaks loses.
Okay.
Can you,
Yes, we're weird.
Can you wind up and swing like a baseball swing? Your thing is, or does it have to be a fling?
You wind it up and then it's like flame.
But you can't
Fling it
be
forward.
like spinning
like
it and then just like wah, like
No, it has to be controlled.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is
It
controlled.
has to come from above, I
Baseball.
believe.
Yes.
I mean,
I'd be the first person to do it. Okay, get out.
there's a sport out there where you just straight up bitch slap a dude until they go fall over. So, I mean,
Look, remember the last time I was on, I was telling you about shin kicking. So, you know.
yeah, it's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
shit.
Shit and kicking competition.
So the man who won this tournament, the world champions in Southwick, Northamptonshire, on Sunday, is 82-year-old David Jakins.
Damn.
But on suspicions of cheating, he was searched, and the organizers found a steel conker replica painted to look like a chestnut
What the fuck, you old piece of shit?
in his pocket. He has strenuously denied using it during the tournament. Said he used it only for comedic purposes.
Uh-huh.
However, the person he beat in the final said, "My conker disintegrated in one hit, and that just doesn't happen." So I don't know, but I strongly suspect that this old ass man cheated.
Yeah, that's
conkers.
fucked up.
And I'm like, it's conkers.
I mean, cheating at a sport is still unsportsmanlike.
Well, yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Off
I'm
with
just
his
like,
head.
No, that's not the part I'm arguing about. I'm like, why would you cheat at this?
I don't know.
Why?
People cheat at chess. Remember the dude who had a butt plug that told him what moves to make?
Yeah, dude. He's like over 3 and up 2. He's like beep beep boop.
How do you know?
It's for fucking kids. That's my problem.
Yeah. It's an 82-year-old
Yeah.
man, and the other guy's 23 years old, and like they're all adults.
Wow.
More than 2,000 conkers had been prepared prior to the event. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, this is a real thing.
I mean, I believe it. It doesn't sound terrible, but it does sound terrible that someone potentially
that
cheated.
part sucks.
Any other thoughts, Crunchy, before we move on?
Other than the fact that it's for kids, why would you take a steel conker to a fucking thing like that? And I think he was one of the judges, if I remember rightly.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? He was allowed to
Yeah,
play?
he'd been one of the judges previously, so he's like well known.
Oh,
And
he
then
had
he's-
been a judge previously, not during this.
So he knew how to cheat and what? Yeah, fuck him.
Right.
You know what? Everybody in a tournament should be allowed to conquer his face once.
My guess is that they
With
probably
their
told him he
nut.
has to win like another championship to be a judge or continue to be a judge or something like that. So he
Yeah.
cheated so he could be.
Like that's so messed up.
See, that's the thing. We used to call it conquering, but then we felt like it needs to be a little bit softer, so we just changed it to call it teabagging.
That sounds so much like less aggressive. Hey,
Absolutely.
But then you won't know what it's
about. Conquering, at least you can kind of get a correlation there.
All right,
Especially with the
gentlemen.
root.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. So here are your 3 news stories once again. Cat fails to murder owner, the Great Cheese Heist, and cheating accusations shake up the World Conquer Championships. Which would I like, which would I share, and which would I block to take the first episode point? Crunchy, you are our special guest, and you are facing these other 2 together as a team. So
That's fucked up.
I'm going to give you the first choice, sir.
Just because you'd
is
like
your-
to see me double teamed by 2 Americans, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
He has
I'll-
a specific fetish.
I'll watch you double team by 2 anything, honestly.
Grab 2 bananas. He's happy.
Tonight I will be double teamed by 2 conkers.
Oh, they're gonna shatter his acorn.
while eating some cheddar.
That needs to be the new euphemism for sex. I'm going to shatter your acorn tonight.
Shatter your acorn. You know what? I think I'll pass on.
I think I'll pass.
I'm good.
I think, from my perspective, you'll probably pass on the Conkers thing because it's for fucking kids. Well, that's my perspective, not yours. You'll probably think, don't you know about Conkers? They're fucking adults, but there you go. I'll say you'll like the cat one because it was a bad story, but he ended up okay in the end, even though the cat is going to be, if it wasn't already shaven, it'd be even more shaven. And I think you'll share the cheese one because holy fuck, cheese.
All right, fair enough. Stevie and Augie, you can keep one of those three, but you'll have to change the other two, or you can go entirely your own way.
What do you
guys think?
What do you think?
You can go your own way.
Yeah, we'll go some way.
Go.
Some
What?
way.
Some way.
Here's what I'm
way.
thinking.
Some way.
All the
far
way.
All the way. I'm thinking we should swap the like and share. Like, share the cat, like the cheese, but still block the conquer thing. What are you thinking, Og? Do you want to change that? What do you think? You think one of them should be different?
No, I think you're right.
You think
I
so?
think you're on the. Yeah, I think you're on the money there.
We're all thinking the conquers are getting blocked.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're blocking the conquer.
protecting his acorn.
Yep. Nut block.
Nut block.
Okay, so the Dream Team, you guys are blocking the Conquer Championships.
Yeah.
You are liking the Great Cheese Heist and sharing the cat murder.
Correct. Go cats.
And
We're
Crunchy,
on
you
your
are
side.
liking the cat murder. You are sharing the Cheese Heist. And you are blocking the Conquer Championships as well.
Hey, can we just have a little bit of phrase in there? You're liking the cat murder. So
So you
Well,
like cat
I don't know
murder,
if it's I don't know if it's any better saying that they're sharing cat murder.
that's fair.
We have allies.
So I can tell you
Cats.
that neither side got it completely right.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Shit.
I blocked the Great Cheese Heist.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how much money they lost. Right? You felt bad.
No, I don't like cheese. I never have.
I'm lactose intolerant. Fuck that shit.
I couldn't give a shit. Not a single solitary shit.
Because you'd be constipated because all that
Exactly. I'd be blocked up as fuck. So
blocked.
no, thank you. But from there, I liked the Conquer Championships because I mean it's just so ridiculous, and I shared the cat murders. So Crunchy got none of them right, but Stevie and Augie did get my share, so they win the game.
Yes.
They have earned 1 episode point.
We won this week, guys. Congratulations.
You're
Great
not
show.
done yet.
Oh,
You're not done yet, and you know better, you idiot.
try, dog. I tried.
You
I
did.
tried to win right
Nobody's
away.
pulling the wool over these eyes. Crunchy's going to get another chance. We're going to play game 2. It's worth 2 episode points, and we're playing it right after this.
Hey, you there. We've got a question for you. Are you tired of clickbait stories and the loudest voices driving discussions in culture and entertainment?
If so, I'm Dylan.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Corey. And we host the podcast From the Middle. We're middle class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle. We take a more reasonable and centrist approach in our discussions covering genres like comedy, culture, entertainment, and interviews, with really interesting folks like business owners, comic creators, doctors, news anchors, New York Times best-selling illustrators, professional stand-up comics, and more. We really value a relaxed and conversational podcast, one that we hope is so fun and laid back, you'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
So search at From the Mid Pod, just like it sounds, or check us out everywhere you can find podcasts.
Oh, I got you, you fucking legend.
Yeah.
Absolutely just halting the countdown.
Oh, it was so
Run
good.
some questions. Anyway, hey, welcome back. It's time for game 2.
Yes.
Game 2 is going to be Pitch Me Baby one more time.
Nice.
So here's the way it's going to work. I usually give our players control of a media icon or property and just give them a strange circumstance to work with. And I tell them to give me a pitch. And whoever's pitch is the best is the one I'm going to award the winner, and they will receive 2 episode points. So for this Pitch Me Baby, November 4th was the 10th anniversary of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And while it didn't sell better than most other CODs, I love the fact that it took its core gameplay and took it into a drastically different time period. So I want you guys to do the same. You can take any game, book, TV, or movie franchise and pitch me an offshoot of it in a drastically different time period. Convince me it still works, or works even better, and the best pitch will earn themselves 2 episode points. Now, all 3 of you are going to pitch me something. The player with the best pitch or wins the game for either themselves, in Crunchy's case, or your team, in the case of the 2 of you.
Rock on.
So, with that being said, Crunchy, you lost the last game, so you have the choice. Do you want to make these 2 idiots go first, or would you rather go first?
I have every confidence in what I'm about to pitch, so I will let Pinky and Perky over there go first.
Narf.
Neither one is the brain.
Yeah.
So true.
Gentlemen,
Very
which one of you 2 would like to pitch me first?
I think I'm going to, because I think Augie might win it. So I must just get my doofy butt through this
A lot
thing.
of
quick as
confidence
possible.
thrown my
All
way,
right.
but okay.
Yeah.
All right, doofy butt.
Okay.
In that case, pitch me.
Here's my pitch, gentlemen. Medieval bard band. So, instead of rock band, it's medieval and you're all bards. So it can be played either single or cooperatively through campaign. And you get to choose your instrument with the instrument of choice, or you could sing if you like to sing. But the options starting off with the game are a lute, a harp, a hurdy-gurdy, which is the crank freaking thing, dual frame drums, like the war drums, but the dual ones, so you can actually do that. And then, like I said, the singing as well. Your bard band will travel to small villages to perform in inns and taverns. And there you gain gold and fame and loot. And then the loot can be like extra unlocks, like instrument skins and character items, like clothing, gear, emotes, and even like new sayings for voice actors, like VO. So they have like new sayings they can unlock and stuff for like the shows. And then as you travel through all these towns, you eventually gain enough fame to play for the ruler of that province or whatever. And if approved, your band or your bard band headlines for the region's actual festival at the end of that season. And then you would go on to like the next like region and you do almost the same thing, you know, and then you get a bigger fame. So the music that we'll actually use will be a lot of bardcore music. So it's going to have the option of having like the bardcore version of a lot of songs you already know, with the option later on to do the OG downloadables. Other than that, after completing the main story, you unlock an added mini game that plays as you perform. And you can enable or disable it. But the background of the game now shows your characters, anybody who's in the band, in an adventure fighting monsters through dungeons as you complete each song. So now there's like a little thing after you do like the main story and stuff, it unlocks this little thing. So you're watching like a dungeon crawl as you're jamming out and stuff to your music because you're all bards. And you see these characters going through dungeons like you're inspiring them and stuff. But heck yeah, I think we could sell it pretty cheap.
I mean, you pulled it back a little bit, and you said that it would be bardcore music, because I was like, we're going to be playing minstrel tunes from like the 1600s, 1200s? What the fuck?
I mean, it might be 2 or 3 that
There's
you
a
might
lot
know.
of them there.
Jesus.
But no, I was thinking hard, yeah.
You got me a little bit on board with it, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to work
No?
as good as regular Rock Band,
I don't know.
or better, honestly. I mean, I imagine there'll be some people who are going to be into it, but it's never going to be as big as Rock Band.
No, that's fair.
I don't think.
I'm just trying to research Rock Band.
But not bad.
I'm greedy.
Not bad. Not bad. So let's move on to your partner. Augie, what do you got for me?
Okay, so I technically chose movie franchise here, but
Okay.
it's more movie than franchise.
That's fair.
But I feel this movie would work best in the past. The Producers by Mel Brooks in ancient Rome. So instead of Broadway, this is taking
The
place
Appian Way.
Roman Colosseum.
Okay.
So the plot doesn't change. It's the same plot where a producer of plays at the Roman Colosseum who had a flop recently had to have his shit looked at, and of course an accountant comes in and all stuff like that, and same plot and everything, but instead of it being springtime for Hitler, it would be springtime for Julius Caesar. So it would be springtime for Julius It would be Julius Elizabeth Caesar instead of Adolf Elizabeth Hitler. And the song, because it'd still be a musical like the movie would be, and so the songs would be changed to better accommodate the setting they're in. So, in springtime for Caesar in Italy, springtime for Romans once more, stuff like that. Otherwise, same exact plot. But in ancient Rome. Did I lose you somewhere? Like, you're looking at me like I just spoke to you in a different language. Did I speak to you in Roman?
I mean,
like,
He was wondering et tu, Brute.
yeah, right? I feel like I got stabbed.
oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
It's weird and off-putting. I'm not sure if it's.
Don't know.
I don't know if it's me or if it's the pitch, but I'm struggling to wrap my brain around this. I'm like,
Maybe it's something he's got to revisit later and
come
be
back
like,
to it. Yeah, come back
go
to
watch
it.
the movie and then think about it, I guess. I don't know.
let me think about it. I just saw the show
Oh, okay.
with Mr. Ottavino, a friend of the show, in the lead role as Max.
Yes. Oh, so good.
And it was incredible. And now I'm just picturing him in a toga, and it's confusing me, and that's your fault. So I'm gonna try and separate that from the actual show and the pitch that you've given me. And while I think about that, I'm gonna ask Crunchy to distract me so that my brain can work on that in the background.
So you can forget it.
No, I'm letting it go into my sub processes, where it will actually work better, I think. Crunchy, what do you got for me?
Right, so I will warn you now, I've also gone medieval with this shit.
Oh boy.
It's time to play Wheel of Famine! Set in medieval times, survival isn't guaranteed. Every meal is a precious commodity. Wheel of Famine plunges contestants into a world where spinning the wheel can mean the difference between a feast or a famine. A contestant's vie for life-sustaining food in a game where every morsel matters. Each episode will have 3 contestants spinning their way to a banquet instead of another night of hunger. The Grand Wheel, which is just a cartwheel made with marked with symbols of varying food supplies, is the main part of the game. The set will resemble a medieval village square with rustic wooden structures, and your host is going to be an executioner because all the people who don't make it to the final are going to be killed.
Jesus.
There'll be your loot hero band in the corner playing the melodies as we go through the game. Contestants will answer random trivia questions about medieval survival history, food preservation, everything like that. Rather than a bankrupt, there's going to be a empty storeroom square so that people can actually lose their shit. There'll be little challenges just to spice things up a bit, like fire starting, water fetching, or haggling with a merchant to try and buy vowels. All the phrases are actually painted on with mud. And then the top contestant will face the final spin of the wheel, and they'll either win it or land on pestilence or raiders. They'll probably die as well just because they haven't eaten and they don't get their food at the end. They'll just die. But I think it's going to work because it taps into the drama of survival, offering that compelling twist of people trying to spin a wheel to survive rather than to win prizes or anything like that. So you get to see the resilience of these competitors as they play the game. And that's my pitch.
Damn.
For the people listening at home, I just got either the most frightening look or the most shocked look that I actually come that prepared.
I
He
can't
just
air
turned to the
this.
camera like, oh my god.
What?
I can't air this.
What?
We can't kill people. Oh my god! If we were
It's
going
implied
if we were
murder.
going back in time and making this show, maybe. But I have to air this now. How on earth?
You don't have to air the murder afterwards. You never know what
Make
happens.
it pay-per-view, then you know the audience who actually wants to see it will see
Oh
it.
my god!
Right?
Oh my god!
Sell it to Netflix. They'll buy it.
Yeah, they'll buy it. You're fine.
I
Put a warning ahead of it.
I think Augie,
It can be hosted by Mr. Beast.
I think Augie, you kind of win by default.
How dare you?
Oh, yeah, I feel
Really?
insulted by that.
I can't.
Damn.
I love the work that and the detail that you put into it, Crunchy. But I'm looking at these like actual products that I would want to produce and make a real thing, and unless there's like a whole drama behind it, like a Squid Game kind of thing that you've left out of your pitch, then this
Yeah.
doesn't really work.
This is a pitch. This is the pitch we build from, and we can add the Squid Game drama.
This is where it
We can have
starts.
like a survivalist.
I
So
have
it's not
to
a
I have to
problem.
grade it based on what you've given me, not based on what I built onto it. So
Counterpoint.
So
You will share the fuck out of a cat almost killing a human. You would be able to share the fuck out of this.
Fair point.
No.
no. I wouldn't watch it. Just like Squid Game, I wouldn't watch it. But I know it'd be popular. So
But I
yeah,
know it'd be
it
popular.
would be
It
popular.
was, so yeah, I get that.
You don't have to watch
You know
it,
what?
just make money out of
Maybe
it.
you're right. Maybe just extreme
swaying
violence,
him.
just for the points of extreme violence. That's
no,
why The
fuck
Boys is
that.
popular. Is why Squid
Red
Game
Love,
is
man.
popular.
Bard Band. Let's do
I
this.
never even suggested extreme violence. Just said people fighting
I
for food.
am sticking to my initial judgment. Augie wins
Nice.
because we could actually do that and make money.
True. And it wouldn't be the first time that Mel Brooks did a film where he did like almost an ancient Greece, ancient Rome time. Actually, yeah.
True.
History of the World Part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
If anything, you might be retreading old ground, but I didn't take that into consideration.
neither did I.
So,
but too late now. Bye.
that is 2 points to the Dream Team.
Very
They're up 3
nice.
points to 0, but fret not,
Yes.
dear Crunchy. Fret not. Game 3 is for all the marbles, as it were. It is also worth
always.
3 points.
For all the conquerors.
All the chestnuts.
All the
Conquers.
conquers.
It is also worth 3 points, and if you win it, you can tie the game, and everybody will win.
Oh,
would be
shoot.
And nobody will
Got
lose.
this, Crunchy.
Or Stevie and Augie could win, and it is a full blowout. I hope that is not the case.
And we just bullied you the entire time for no
we just
fucking
literally,
reason.
literally bullied Crunchy the entire game,
We bring you on to make us
As
feel
opposed to
better.
the usual.
as opposed to the usual lubing ourselves up and bending over.
We've changed.
So we have, dear God, it's Trump's America now. So Jesus, we're gonna play game 3 when we come back, and I hope we do come back right after this. Hey man, let's check out our mailbox, see what we got. Do we have any voicemails, comments, emails, anything? What's up?
We got a couple things, actually. Got
Okay.
a comment on, what is that, Twitter? That's on Twitter.
Ugh.
Or, I know.
I can't tell.
I'm not calling it the other thing. But
But I haven't seen this.
you
'cause
haven't
I'm not
seen
on
it.
Twitter.
That's why I
so-
grabbed it and threw it into the chat
Well,
for
thank
you.
you
So if-
so much for this.
do you want to read it, or do you want me to? I'm having trouble.
I will read it because I just love it. A very exciting and special role announcement from Caroline Orgels on Twitter. I had the honor of voicing Victoria in my dear friend Aaron's audiobook of his original novel, Thane. What a joy it has been to see this story told in this way and to be part of telling it. Check it out here. She put a link to the Audible page for my audiobook, which is just delightful. Thank you so much, Caroline. Your participation in both the audiobook and my life is appreciated so much. I can't even tell you.
That's awesome.
So I'm very pleased about that.
And yeah, congratulations on the audiobook, dude. So hard work for it. So much.
Crazy.
It's been so long, so you deserve to have this.
Wait a minute. What happened to Crunchy?
What do you mean?
There's a cow where Crunchy should be.
Are you trying to say I'm fat? How dare you?
What? No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely no. I didn't. I just you're white.
Now it's a boo with a lot of eyes.
White and black spotted coloring. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about
bovine.
coloring. Not going to talk about coloring. Not going to talk about coloring. Let's move on. So, what else do we have? Do we have any?
We have
other?
A voicemail.
We have a voicemail.
Yeah, I did not listen to it, but it is on the tablet.
Oh boy, here we go. Augie, hit it.
Eat a bean. It's me, Aaron, the one you tortured in Vegas. Also, I knew Augie would never be mean to me because Augie's always amazing.
He's just nodding.
Cool. I know you have this super rad artist friend, so she might want to submit an Eat a Bean shirt idea, maybe, or graphic. Let me know. Let me know if you're interested. Also, do us. That's, I think, how Eat a Bean happened, if we're being honest, was I think you all thought because I had been singing Du Hast for days in a gravelly Brenda Vaccaro voice that you assumed I said, Eat a Bean! Cool. Hey, we love you guys. We want to have you on the Lanai soon. And
Hell yeah.
Fuck yes. That's amazing.
Aaron, thank you so much.
Thank you, Turtle.
Yeah, and if you know someone who's good at art, hit us up.
Hell yeah.
That is me being mean to Aaron yet again.
Also, I thought she was the artist. I'm like, is she talking about her? Oh crap. Oh.
I'm kidding. Aaron is excellent at art. And we would love to have her
my god
contribute.
I'd love to get all those ladies on our show to play some games.
Hell yeah.
A Golden Girls episode.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be cool. Because I know we're definitely going to be on. Maybe we can try. Have you seen Golden Girls anytime in the last decade?
No, I'd have to rewatch, but I would totally be down for that.
Fuck, we'll do a watch party in here.
Fuck yeah.
We can get high, eat some edibles, and watch Golden Girls.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
and eat a bean.
Yeah, and eat a bean.
Eat a bean.
If that's not a sticker, I don't know what's going to be. I'll tell you.
Right?
It's got to be something.
Eat a bean.
We already got some graphics already submitted in too, which is funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
From outside, somebody I didn't even know listened to the show.
Holy shit.
That was the best part. I was like, oh, dude, that's badass. That's awesome.
Is that the vegan version of this podcast, BFYTW?
Fucking sold.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
Tell you how to make hummus over here.
Thank you.
Make
Legend. All right, is that everything?
Other than that, one other thing.
Uh-oh.
If you happen to be in the Western New York area and you are in the market for some recreational marijuana, be sure to stop on by to Peace, Love, and Bud on 320 South Transit Road in Lockport, New York, and tell them we sent you. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Now we can go on.
All right. In that case, let's get back to the games. Hey man, welcome back. It's time for Game 3. Game 3 is going to be The Cost is Correct.
Ooh.
Yes. Let's correct these costs.
I'm so bad at this game.
I have here 5 items of British importance. I don't know if that's the right word.
British impotence.
British impotence. They're all British impotence, and one of them can't get it up. All 5 of them are tied to Britain in some way, and all I want you to do is tell me how much they have recently gone for sale or auction up on eBay. The player with the closest bid without going over wins the listing, and the player who has the most listings after all 5 items wins the game for their side. So, with just the 3 of you, we are going to do final bids.
Okay.
But we're going to do it a little differently.
Ooh.
To make things fair for Crunchy.
Oh.
He is going to be able to bid between the two of you.
Oh shoot.
So if one of you bids, Crunchy gets to bid, and then if another of you bids, Crunchy gets to bid again,
Okay.
and so on and so forth. So he'll get 2 bids for every one that each of you get, so that each side has a fair amount of bids. Got it?
Okay.
All right, so Crunchy, it is on you, sir, to start us off. Our first item up for bids is this signed Doctor Who script.
Ooh.
This coffee-stained copy of the script for the Doctor Who episode The 11th Hour was signed by Karen Gillan and can be yours if the cost is correct. Now, Crunchy, I don't know if you've been on when we played The Cost is Correct in this style, but it is final bid style, meaning you keep bidding and bidding and bidding until one of you gets either close enough that I feel you're going to get close or go over soon, or one of you has gone over. I will say final bids, and then everybody will be allowed to bid over their previous highest bid. You don't necessarily have to overbid the player who bid the most, but at that point you can choose to stay where you are or increase your bid. It is your choice. So, Crunchy, you'll start us off. Bids are in dollars, even though these are British items. I apologize.
Oh, fuck you too. Why do you hate me?
Yeah. I didn't.
Actually, in fairness, the last time we played this game, all the ones that were in dollars, I actually won, and the one that was in pounds is the one that I lost. It actually helps me a little bit there. Knowing that the 11th Hour was the first actual Matt Smith episode, with the introduction of all the characters, Karen Gillan, all that, I think, it's coffee stains. It's signed just by Karen Gillan. I'll start with $200.
200.
Yeah.
Augie.
400.
400. Crunchy, back to you.
Yeah, let's keep it standard. Let's go 600.
600. Stevie.
800.
800.
I played.
Crunchy.
Is it a grand? Let's go 1100.
1100. Augie.
1400.
1400. Crunchy.
Oh god, yeah, actually this could be. Oh, let's go 1700.
1700. Stevie.
$2,000.
2000, and I will call final bids.
$2 bajillion.
So
Is it more?
here's the way this will play. Crunchy, you will be allowed to bid over Stevie if you wish, or stick. If you say stick, you're done. Then Augie will get a chance to overbid or stick, and I will keep going until I get back to Stevie. If you overbid Crunchy, and then Augie gets to bid and he overbids you, I will give you the chance to overbid him one last time. So, that having been said, what would you like to do? Your last bid was 1,700. Do you want to stick, or do you want to overbid? Or bid over your last bid, I should say. Although there's almost no point in overbidding your last bid if the next highest one is the highest one. So
No, exactly.
you might as well go over 2,000 if you're gonna go over.
Come on over.
Yeah. Is it worth 2,000?
Yeah.
That's my question. Is it worth 2,000?
Good question.
Yeah, fuck it. 2,100.
Yes.
2,100. Augie.
23.
23. Crunchy. You can stick on 21, or you can overbid Augie.
I don't feel confident that it's more than 23, so I'm going to stick with 21.
Okay. And Stevie, you can overbid Augie, but I recommend against it.
No, thank you.
Okay. So, with all that being said, did he go far enough? Did he go over?
I don't know.
The actual,
Did I give you just a tip?
the actual final auction price of this signed, coffee-stained Doctor Who script, $2,500. So Augie wins.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Very nice.
Oh wow!
Honestly,
Well
thought I
done.
went over.
Well done. Yeah, $2,500 for that as well.
That's
So
nuts.
Augie's got the first item up for bids. Let's move on to our next.
Okay.
Our next item up for bids is this classic sports car. The MG-B was manufactured by British Motor Corporation, and this blue 1974 two-door convertible was kept in a garage in California and has no rust. And this listing goes to whichever of you bids closest to the final auction price without going over. Crunchy, you will start us off yet again.
Did it say what year it was?
1974.
74. See, I'm no good with cars. I'm gonna start $70,000.
70 grand. I will call for final bids.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Stevie,
It's my turn.
it's your turn.
I will give that person like $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Just the steering wheel's probably on the wrong side or something.
What are you trying to say, bitch?
You guys drive on the wrong
call him
side
out
of the
on
road.
it.
Wait a minute.
Hey, just remember, we got it right. You're the ones that fucked it up.
Crunchy, do you want to bid over yourself,
every
or
day.
do you want to stick on 70
I'm
grand?
gonna stick. I
Okay.
think if 70,000 is cost final bid straight away, I'm gonna keep where I am.
All right. Augie.
Fuck.
75,000.
75,000. I'll do 12,000.
12,000. Okay. The actual final auction price of this blue 1974 two-door convertible is $6,500. Stevie wins.
Yeah.
You had a shot, Crunchy, if they both went over, but then Stevie came under with 5,000, so it was a done deal at that point. I was like, 70
Like
grand.
I said, I preempted that with the fact that I know fuck all about cars.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, well, I hope you've learned something from this. If you know fuck all about it, maybe start low.
You're talking to a 41-year-old man dressed up in a cow onesie.
Well,
To say that I've learned fuck all is a bit of a stretch.
you still have an easy chance to catch up. They each have one, and it's the person with the most wins at the end. So,
Yeah.
Crunchy, you can still do this. Here is your next item up for bids. It is this signed limited edition Monty Python print. A true fine art piece, this 44-inch by 20-inch on-canvas artist proof, is signed by the artist Alex Ross and features all of the actors in various characters and images, including the classic foot. And it can be yours if the cost is correct. We start with Crunchy yet again.
It's just it's the proof, and it's just signed by the artist. Yeah.
Correct. Not signed by any Monty Pythoners.
No, that's why I'm thinking lower. So let's say $250.
$250. Augie.
750.
$750. I will call for final bids.
Balls.
Crunchy, you bid $250. The high bid is $750.
I don't think it's more than $750. I'll say through $450.
Okay. Because you did overbid, you are still allowed to bid yet again after this. Stevie.
$475.
$475. Okay. He's almost forcing you to bid again.
You little
Crunchy, this is
bitch.
your last chance. Do you want to bid over $750 or do you want to stick?
You're gonna make me go 500, aren't you? I'll do 500 and that's it.
Okay, 500. Augie, you're on 750. Do you want to overbid or stick?
Overbid my bid, or I'll stick.
You'll stick. Okay. All right. The actual final sale price of this item, $895. Augie wins.
Wow. We thought you went over.
So did I.
No, he slid just under.
Wow. We could have outbid him.
Yeah,
Very
could
nice,
have
Augie.
outbid him. Didn't. It's all It's all good.
I'm confused.
All right. So here's the bad news.
You're confused.
The best Crunchy can do is tie, but he has to win both of these. So our fourth item up for bids is this iconic British phone booth. This replica of a K6 model vintage red phone booth is made of aluminum and will not rust. And that also makes it light so it can be moved by dolly. The original phone booths were 2,000 pounds and had to be moved by crane.
Yeah.
And this listing can be yours if the cost is correct.
All the people stealing phone booths in the UK, man.
We're we're gonna start with Crunchy yet again.
I have two questions about this listing.
Okay, I'll answer.
Well, no, I have one question about the listing, but the other point I want to make is I prefer to be tied anyway, if you know what I mean. Question about the listing: if this is genuinely British, is the floor covered in piss?
Oh.
Oh, it can be for a minor fee,
Yeah, for additional charge.
but it's not included in the cost. So
Because there is no British there is no British phone box that isn't got a fucking puddle of piss on the bottom of it. That's how
And that's why they
Actually, they're-
invented cell phones.
they're now actually used for defibrillators. So
Okay, that's
Nice.
better.
that's a little bit better, I
Piss?
suppose.
Yeah, you pee on somebody.
Will stay. It's an iconic thing. Is it worth that much? Let's go $1,000.
$1,000. Augie,
Ooh.
1,300.
1,300. Crunchy,
1,600.
1,600. Stevie,
1,800.
1,800. Crunchy,
2,200.
2,200. Augie,
2,600.
2,600. Crunchy,
Oh, not even near yet. 3,100.
3,100. Stevie,
Does the phone still work?
there's no phone in it. It's
Oh,
just the booth.
box. Okay. So I gotta knock 500 off. All right. So I'm gonna go with 3,900.
3,900. Crunchy,
Damn.
More than that, Jesus.
I know,
Yes.
right?
I mean, I guess if it weighs a lot, selling it by the weight.
I think it's more the iconography than the weight of it now.
yeah.
4,700.
4,700. Augie,
Wow.
Fucking hell. Just $5,000, I guess.
It's a box.
$5,000.
Fucking box.
Crunchy,
Okay, $6,000.
$6,000. I will call for final bids. Stevie,
62.50.
62.50. Crunchy,
Yeah, I don't feel I could do any more than $6,000. I'm gonna
you're
stay
gonna
with
stick.
$6,000.
You're sticking on $6,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Augie, do you want to overbid your bid or no?
No, I'm going to bank on them both going over.
Okay. Stevie, you're stuck.
I'm good.
Okay, so the bids are, if you remind me of yours, Augie,
$5,000.
$5,000. Then $6,000 for Crunchy. Then $62.50 for Stevie.
Correct.
The actual final auction price of this vintage British telephone booth is $6,664.
Oh my
Stevie
God.
wins.
Oh my goodness.
Just pipped you to the post, Crunchy. Sorry.
God damn you. You're the fucking one I hate on The Price is Right. It just goes $1 more.
Hey,
He
yep.
does.
You're that little
He
fucker.
fucking
I played a
does that
win,
shit.
man. I played a win.
That's why I hate playing this game because it's usually against him.
All right. Should we play the final one just for fun?
Fuck yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Our final item up for bids is this lot of rare coins. This lot of 20 British pre-1933 sovereign gold coins are rated brilliant and have not been circulated. And this listing goes to the one of you who bids closest to the final auction price without going over. Crunchy, will start with you once again. 20 rare gold coins.
Tell me where gold coins 1933. There's probably some value in the age. There's probably some value in the gold. Let's say 400.
400. Augie.
Yeah.
940.
940. Crunchy.
Are we doing stupid numbers now? Fucking, let's not get roundabout. All right. 1024.
$1,024, Stevie.
How many coins are there?
20.
Oh my god. 8,000.
8,000, Crunchy.
What the fuck?
Hang on. Number one, what the fuck from 1,000 to 8,000? Number two, that still doesn't get final call? Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Crunchy,
I
what's
didn't
your
even
bid?
consider it would be 5-figure.
Eh.
Yeah, 11742.
$742.
742, yeah.
$11,742. I will call final bids. Augie.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Am I breaking you with random numbers now, Augie?
Yeah, you really are. Fuck.
You started this, bitch.
I know I did. Shit. We'll do just like, you know, a good 1240.
$1,240.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait, or is it already in the?
No, you're already
budget
past
too?
it. You're in
He's
12.
at
We're in 5 figures,
11,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
5 figures. You're doing 4.
Oh, 11,000?
Yeah.
12,000.
12,000, says Augie. Crunchy.
I'm staying where I am.
Yeah, we probably
You're
both blasted.
he's
past
only
it.
$250 above you.
Yeah, but I feel I've gone over anyway.
Or,
Okay.
or it might be that close, Aaron.
Stevie.
You never know.
Yeah.
Not even.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yep.
You're leaving your bid at 8,000.
Yep.
Hit
Okay.
$5.
Stevie bids 8,000. Crunchy bids $11,742, and Augie bids 12,000. So which one of you is actually the one using weird numbers? The
Well,
actual final auction price. You could have stuck to weird numbers. It's 13,158.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Augie
That
wins
was a
yet
weird
again
one.
because Crunchy let himself be overbid yet again.
Don't feel good
You
about
gotta
that one.
take it back, sir. You gotta take it back.
No, I'll let you come back to me.
Yeah, that's right. We have to.
I don't like to force it back. It just has to come back on its own accord.
Well,
He lets us win to make us feel better.
this
Yeah.
means that Augie has 3 wins, which means he
Well, that
wins
was
the
for fun.
game and wins 3 points for his team,
Very nice.
which means the Dream Team have won 6 points to 0.
Oh my
To be
gosh.
fair, it was a lopsided contest from the start.
It was.
And also, Crunchy did say that he just let us win.
That's true. So, which I get. And
Because
thank
we
you.
kind of needed a win this week, so thank you very
Yeah.
much.
You needed your British daddy to come and sort you out. So it's
Yeah.
But my brain
Brit
trying
Daddy.
its hardest to lose.
Brit Daddy takes such good care of us, and it is appreciated, sir.
We should do a candy exchange, Britt Daddy.
Oh yeah, we haven't done
Oh, yeah,
a
We
candy
haven't done a
exchange
candy
in while.
exchange in a while. We should do one.
Anyway, it falls for me to thank this spectacular human being, Crunchy. Crunchy, where can people find you if you want to be found? Do you have anything you want to plug? What's going on?
I'm going to be in a field dressed like a cow.
Fair enough.
I've nothing to plug, just my general awesomeness, but most importantly, you guys as well. So again, as always, thank you very much for allowing me on this madness because, you know, it's been much needed this week, not just for yourselves, but for me as well. So thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir. Anytime.
Yeah, everybody's
brother.
frustrated, everybody's upset, but now is the time to just let it all out and then,
Take care of each other.
yeah.
That's what we do around here.
yeah.
And it is very much appreciated that it is reciprocated, sir. We will not forget.
Absolutely.
And I, of course, have to thank the Dream Team themselves. Stevie and Augie, thank you for putting up such a good game and for being my friend for 242 episodes.
Holy crap.
And then some.
That many?
That's
Yeah,
as
I was
long as
gonna
we've been
say.
friends.
That's as long as we've been friends.
242
It's just those
It
episodes.
started
242
then.
episodes.
Our friendship
Episode 1.
ends when the recording does.
Yep, and then, nope, done.
And then,
just
and then it
goes-
reignites
I
every
go
time
out
it
the
goes
door
back on.
and I disappear into the gray.
Another week.
Where can people find you, Stevie?
Just find me online, Midnight Smoke,
Where can
or
people-
Or if you'd like, and you go to Audible or even Amazon, I believe you can get the Thane audiobook. And you can find me as one of the cast members in there. So
Yep,
wanna
he
go check
voices
that
the
out.
character of Jamie.
Yeah.
It's a weird coincidence that he's playing a stoner.
Right? What's the chances, man? It's
What are the
crazy.
chances? It's almost
so
like the
crazy.
character was written for him.
Right?
I'll throw my hat in for the next audiobook.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I got to work a British character in somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Ain't none of us pulling off a British accent. I'm telling you that right now. Not a single one of us. over
Only a
here.
Dick Van Dyke version of one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll let you pull off a Brit though.
Fuck yeah. Augie, where can people find you?
In places as Augie Doggy 08.
Yep, you can find me at Pantsless Aaron. You can follow the show at BFYTW Podcast most places. You can also go to our website, BFYTWpod.com, where you can find us and all the cool things our friends are doing. You can also go to the Contact Us section. There is a widget right there that allows you to place a 90-second voicemail. Be awesome, like Aaron was, and leave us a voicemail telling us about the cool things you're doing, about the things you like that we're doing. You know, anything you have to say, we'll gladly listen, and we'll even put it on air as long as you're not a dick. So, yeah, please feel free to leave us a voicemail that way. You can also send us emails at bfytwpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're truly awesome, you can go to patreon.com/bfytw and follow us for some free goodies. Or if you want everything that we have to offer, including behind-the-scenes stuff and extra shows that we make just for Patreon, then you can join the ranks of such illustrious individuals for just $5. These people have done immense good for our show. William M., Casey S., The Gate Leapers, Jeremy F., Aaron S., David M., Bridget from Long Island, David A., Kristen F., Justin B., Donna M., Mexican, Crunchy himself, the man, the myth, the legend, M. Blade, and Crystal D. Thank you so much. Your support continues to make the show better and better and allows us to do more and more cool things. And we are ever so grateful that you are by our side in these somewhat trying times. And we will not forget it. So if you want to be awesome like them, patreon.com/BFYTW. And that is going to be it from us. Why? Because fuck you.
That's why.
That's why.
Awesome.
I went a little gentler this time.
Yeah.
I tried
was
to
like-
delay it too because I
I
knew
was
that
like-
Crunchy was going to be a little bit behind.
Because fuck you. That's why.
That's
I was being super gentle, you know.
a gentle fuck.